All right, day 9, last day. It is 4:45. Just started out and it's raining already, so I got my rain jacket on. Definitely feeling it, but I'm excited to finish. And I think today is going to be similar to the days in the past, but I don't know. We'll see what happens at the end. I'll check back in later. Bye. When I said that, it hasn't been that bad so far, and God was like, you know what? I got you. I'm gonna take care of you. You're gonna earn this last day, and it was rough. It was freezing cold. The wind was blowing so hard, and it was pouring rain the whole time. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad, I guess. I mean, certainly anything can be dealt with. It wasn't, nobody was shooting at me or anything like that, but I was definitely soaking wet and cold and uncomfortable the entire time. It was a challenge for sure, but it was definitely something I knew I could overcome. Yeah, I've walked in the rain before, but not quite for 2 hours before, so that was a little bit different. And it was, just kind of put a little cherry on the top to kind of remind me that it was meant to be hard. It was meant to be difficult, and I had to get past that. It's not gonna be a piece of cake, and that wasn't the intention. So I enjoyed that. I also kind of came to the realization as I was walking, and another really deep thought from me is that my personality type and the way my mind works is very much like a sprinter. So I get an idea in my head and I get a focus, and I am super intentional about everything that I do, and I go 100 miles an hour for a little while, and I attack it hardcore. And then I see something else shiny and I totally derail and attack that for a while. And then I see something else and I attack that for a while. And for me, it really is all about like staying consistent, how often I'm reminding myself what I should be doing, why I'm doing things, for me to stay on task. And it's really hard for me to find things that I can stay interested in. And I think some of that is just my personality. I like to do different things. I like to try new things and expand my horizons, so to speak. But I think also too is keeping the important things at the forefront of my day-to-day activities. So for example, throughout this 9-day experience, I've been reading a lot of Christian articles, watching YouTube videos, or learning more about my faith and God and the Bible, and then listening to a lot of audiobooks and stuff like that, and really kind of immersing myself in my Christianity. Well, I don't think that needs to stop necessarily. I think that's something I should continue to do. But I'm concerned because I know that after the excitement of this particular challenge wears off, I'm going to be doing something else, and I definitely know for a fact that what I see every day and what I pay attention to every day directly affects my mood and directly affects my actions. So for example, I like TV. I'm a TV fan. I like a little Netflix and Hulu and whatnot. And when I watch shows, even if they're really good shows, I know they're fictional, like they affect me. So I remember I watched all of Breaking Bad when it was on Netflix. When it first came out on Netflix, I watched it, like binge watched it in like a couple of weeks, every single episode. And I felt horrible. Like, it was a great show, and I really appreciated the writing and the acting and everything in it, but I felt horrible about myself. And because it's just like so much bad stuff is going on the whole time, and it just made me feel horrible. And then in contrast to that, I watched the entire series of The Office, and I felt happy, and I laughed more, and I made more jokes, and I was like, felt good about myself. And so I think the lesson that I'm taking away from that and from this challenge is that I need to stay consistent. I need to be putting God and Christ and the Bible and Scripture every day as part of my life and something I'm doing. And even if that is like coming up with new stuff every month, that was something else I thought of I might try to do for the next year. You know, for my like New Year's resolution is every month come up with some kind of Christian challenge or whatever, my year-long Christian challenges, and every month come up with something new, something to do that will force me to stay focused and force me to learn more and to grow in my faith and develop that way. Because for my personality type, you know, I've known me for a couple of years now. I think that's going to be a good way to keep me engaged. You know, I'm a big CrossFit fan. I think the reason I'm into CrossFit is because I get to do 1,000 different things. You never know what you're going to do every day. It's all CrossFit technically, but one day you may lift heavy weights. One day you may run and do push-ups. One day you may do pull-ups and do the row machine. One day you may do a team workout. One day you may be by yourself. So I think part of that is I can use that in this experience to kind of say, okay, I like challenges. I like finite time things, and I want to be better in my faith. I want to grow in my faith. How can I do that for me? And I think this was a good realization, especially on the last day of this challenge, to be able to say, okay, I'm going to do this again. I want to do it something different, and I'm going to try to do it, you know, maybe every month next year and really focus that way. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been really hard. I am so looking forward to sleeping in tomorrow. I don't even know what to tell you. I mean, 9 days in a row of getting up at 4 a.m. has been the roughest part, quite honestly. So I'm super excited about that. Thank y'all so much for staying with me and sending me your prayers and thoughts. And a lot of people have commented and talked to me offline about this, and I certainly appreciate it. Feel free to hit me up and ask me questions if you're interested in doing something like this, or if you got a cool thing you thought somebody ridiculous might want to try, let me know. I'll give it a shot. Well, so I got to finish my 1.5 miles, and I'll take my final picture of my little watch and Bitmoji guy that keeps track of my steps, and that'll be that. Then it'll be Christmas time. So Merry Christmas, and thanks for watching. Bye.